Oh, hello, and it's Mike Downs again, and we're going to be talking about Audacity today because I've made 3 videos in the past and they've been quite popular, over 100,000 views or so. But the point is, on the slide it says noise removal with Audacity is now called noise reduction, and it's been like that since May 2015. So all those people who keep asking me and saying I cannot find noise removal, it's now called noise reduction. Now we've got a couple of tips coming up in this video, and the tips are: record the best audio that you can when you do it, and I'll give 2 examples. Think carefully about the background, that's the background noise or ambient sound. Again, 2 examples. Read and note the noise reduction defaults. If not, I'll show you how to reset them, because I even had to reset my own Audacity today. And that was that. So let's get started with the old desktop. So the first thing is 2 things. One is a page here, manual Audacity, that says noise reduction, and please follow this page, noise reduction. Look at the very bottom, because you can see that this one is on the web on the 10th of January 2016. So always get a note of what you're actually reading. And the other one, which I'll do now because I'm on this page, and that is preferences. If you get stuck on the defaults, follow this line to reset the preferences. And what you do, and I am Windows 10, but I go to users, and it will be Mike, app data roaming Audacity, and then delete a file inside there. And the file that you need to delete is audacity.cfg. I have just done that. So let's get started with the part that I will show you. Now what I've done is I've recorded 2 situations with the same audio, and what I've done here is this part here says recording ambient sound, and then it goes quiet, and I've left it for 10 seconds to listen to the background. And the one that's called outside down at the bottom here, that's exactly the same, and it's a really big difference thing. Then we'll have a little go at cleaning them. So the thing that I want to get started with is, if you look at noise reduction, remember noise reduction is what we're doing today. Let me just play. I'm going to mute this one and just play the top one. You listen. Recording ambient. You can hear it's very quiet. Exactly, right. So here we go again. Ow! Oh! Whoops-a-daisies! And there we go. It's keen ears might see that I was trying to recreate the part where Hugh Grant tries to climb the fence in Notting Hill and says whoops-a-daisies. Now listen to this. Now what I've done is the top one, I've recorded this indoors, and then the bottom one, I'm going to mute that, is I've gone into outdoors, in the garden quite honestly, and I've just tried to do exactly the same. You listen to the ambient sound, and especially, and you see it's slightly longer, and see this bit here at the end, you listen to what happens at the end there. So again, back to the beginning, and I'll be quiet and listen. Recording ambient. Listen for the pigeons. Exactly, right. Here we go again. Oh, whoops-a-daisies. Did you hear the end part here where the aeroplane comes past? So that's a big difference. Now, I think by now, if you're following what we're doing, is if I mute this one, go up to the top and unmute it, and then what we're looking to do here is select an area which you know to be quiet, in other words it's ambient sound, and then you go to Effect, Noise Reduction, and then you need to get noise. Now notice very, very carefully that it says 12, 6 and 3. I believe those are the defaults to Audacity, and what you need to do is make sure they're at that, because my noise reduction about an hour ago was at 25, and when I reduced it I thought, something's not quite right here. So that's why I went down and deleted. I didn't want to delete the whole of Audacity, I just wanted to delete the configuration file, and this sorted it out. So in other words, I'd do that, then I would go edit, select, there we are, all. Okay, now you notice I've done the whole thing here. What I'm actually going to do, I think in actual fact, I'm going to delete that whole track. and so I'm just left with the one track because I do want to show this how it works. So if you remember something like, and let's just make that really big and unmute it, and if I play it from here, you watch. Recording ambient. So there's a big bang in the middle there. So what happens is if I select all of this lot and I do effect, noise reduction, get noise, then I go effect, select all, or I could do control A, then I do it the same thing, effect, noise reduction, notice 1263, yeah, I'm happy with that, OK. Then it goes about its business, and then we can play it back. Let's see what happens. Recording ambient. Much quieter, isn't it? The bang's still there. I'm going to play it. Let's see what happens. Exactly right. Here we go again. Oh, whoops-a-daisies. See, it has reduced. I would say it's far from perfect, and there are other things you can do, but be careful, because if you do give it the, as I've told you in previous things like normalize, and you click OK, then you'll notice that everything has, let me just play that area there, I'll show you what I mean. Listen. See, there's like a bang that happens in the distance, and in actual fact, if you go and do what I normally tell people to do, which is the third step, and do compressor, then you'll find that that's just accentuated it. Let me show you. Listen. Recording ambient. Could easily argue it's getting worse. Anyway, the situation here is that the tips that I've just showed you was this. So try really hard. I know it's hard, but if you're out and about, depending on what recorder you've got, I've used the Zoom H1, get the best audio you can. That was how to reset it. And so what we really need to do is we need to finish this video and say, please subscribe to updates if you like my stuff. And of course, I will leave you with the white slide, which goes out.